doing another one, and it's
Big ass spider too.
oh yeah,
Maybe.
Big ass cockroach.
yeah.
Big ass cockroach, man.
Big ass,
I love the movies. I love
I don't know
it.
if a big old cockroach is really
Yeah, no, it's not.
yeah.
You get a big ass.
Big old, big ass wasp.
Big ass
They
wasp.
have those in China now. I saw it in the movie.
No, but not as I'm talking. You know.
Yeah, I think it's
That-
interesting because I think Jose comments a lot, like what the audience is feeling. I think I get to comment on, and I kind of speak for the audience. I think that helps the audience kind of go along with the ridiculousness.
Maybe in part 2 they can show how buff you really are, because they they try to hide it. I noticed
They
that.
did hide on my buff. Thanks.
Yeah,
I just wear smaller shirts.
No, I'm saying, but you're not. They make you look. You know, kind of like this. You know, they try to make you look like you're a You know,
I swear I
in
looked
comparison to
over
Greg,
at him.
almost. That you know that you can be the sidekick, but you know.
Yeah.
Would never
Are you gonna eat that?
So
No.
I
I'm
can't.
from Roanoke.
That's a big
I'm
ass
sorry.
cinnamon bun.
Yeah, I'm
We
sorry.
like to get
Do you really
stuff
want it, Greg?
From your closet. So, like, do you guys
I'm
have
sorry.
any things that happened
I'll
on
get
the
up.
set that,
You
that
sure?
didn't get
All right.
published?
On
They
this,
just
on
told me
most
to grab
projects,
whatever.
yes.
Sure.
There's always a moment where we goof around. We try and do. We've worked together before. Group Sex, which is a movie I wrote.
Yeah,
for
no,
this.
porno.
It's not a porno.
No, it's not.
It's about Sexaholics Anonymous.
Exactly. It's on Netflix, but
So
it's
it was a porno.
it was a porno. Exactly.
Right.
No, but we had a lot of fun, and they let us run with this, and a lot of the improv, a lot of the joking.
90%
We didn't have time to do it
activity.
behind the scenes. We did it in front of the camera. It was really fun.
We
So
shared a
can you
honey
give
wagon
one
room,
little
and we took out the
story?
divider, and we just run stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you give one little story of like trouble that happened?
One thing that was really funny is both my kids, two of my sons, all three of my boys were in the movie. One got cut out. That's not great. You know what I mean? So believe me, you know. But
Part 2.
that was really tough. He'll be in the second.
Exactly.
But
Years
my,
of therapy too.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Mike
I told
get
you,
to beat down.
My son, so
Oh, he's on the
the
slide.
slide,
Yeah,
he
you
comes
told
down
me.
the slide, he looks,
Yeah.
and then my other son, my 17-year-old, is in the lair when you get to the spider's lair, and there are all those bodies.
That's right. It
You
sucks
know,
because he had to sit up on this thing, and he was all tied up for like almost all day, and it was hot in the summer, and they didn't even make it in the movie.
I was like, you like acting? You see what Daddy does? It's not so easy.
not so
is it?
cool,
It's
is
not
it?
all about Comic-Con. He was sitting on they had a post, and they put this little thing for his butt. It was just like, it's so uncomfortable. He's wrapped
He's a trooper, too.
Oh, he was such a trooper. It was fun.
When you said you had a small budget and then there was an effect where the flames catch the web on fire, so
Yeah.
was that all you, or did
All
you have the
fake.
money for a stunt?
All fake, man.
No
my
flames
son
at all, no?
My son and I did a lot of the stuff when we were dodging and diving. They wouldn't let me do that stuff, but and I didn't even like to do that stuff. But yeah, that flame stuff
Yeah.
was just shake your hands like that, and
Oh,
we'll put it
okay,
in
okay.
later. Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty good for the budget.
I know.
These guys
right?
did great.
I was really happy with that, and also it's very reflective that the event.
Yeah.
They took care of all that stuff. You know,
It's funny that the effects guys did this movie like to kind of get out there, and the producers told us last night that they can't afford them anymore. Because it kind
Yeah.
of blew up. You know,
Yeah.
big, man.
That's good.
There's other.
Yeah, yeah.
There's been other spider movies like Arachnophobia, which is not as funny as your picture, and then there's the giant spider invasion. When I saw it on a kid with William Shatner at a drive-in theater, which really sucked.
Yeah.
So I mean, you might be the first good big
We got it right.
spider movie. You got it right. You actually did it.
That's Mike Mendes. I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should.
yeah.
I'll tell him you said it because honestly, he really was very intent on making a real movie. You know, this genre, something like this that's so ridiculous
Yeah.
that you can easily go there and just go, well, throw in the towel, who cares? And leap of faith, leap of faith, leap of faith. And the truth is, there are a couple moments, yes, where the geography of LA, you go,
Yeah, exactly.
really? I didn't know
How did he get there so fast?
Yeah, and how do they have cameras everywhere? But you know that there's obviously there's helicopters and everything, and a lot of people they don't talk about the casualties of this movie. It's like, holy shit! Everybody that's working downtown under that building is gone. They don't even deal with it.
And Lloyd Kaufman too.
And Lloyd Kaufman,
Oh yeah,
and
you
Playboy Bunnies
Yeah,
playing
well, obviously,
volleyball.
Mike is a huge horror fan,
Yeah.
so you know,
Yeah.
he loves it. He loves it. He's done great
My
films.
buddy.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, all his friends came out. You know, we had all these.
Yeah.
There were moments when, you know, it's in the hospital. There's a couple of people where I was like, oh my, you're the dude from. Because I'm a geek. I love Comic-Con. I love walking around, and all his friends wanted to be part of the movie. So, and the Epic guys know a lot of people, obviously. So it's the same thing. It's fun.
So if you see a spider crawling on a wall, what do you do?
On a wall.
First, I go check it out and see what it is, see how beautiful it is, and then I fucking kill it.
Yeah, I go grab
I
the
got kids,
hairspray.
man.
I go grab hairspray and I spray it with hairspray. That way you can watch it die
Seems really
nice
cool
and
to me.
slow.
Doesn't that seem cool?
Twitches.
Mean, right?
Yeah. No, it doesn't twitch. It starts to get hard.
You
It, like
gotta
we'll
remember
walk
that.
and then it'll be like.
You gotta remember that hairspray thing for the sequel. You guys heard it here first.
That's right. How do you think I did this?
Yeah, get that moose going again. Bring back
After a
moose.
movie like this, do you guys feel like pressure to maybe do something that's like not as silly? Do you ever like, God, I got to do a Merchant Ivory movie? Is there like a,
Well, he
like
was great with saying,
This is
you know,
emergent. What are you talking about?
earlier we both came from drama, so you know what I mean. So it's like it was fun to do comedy, and I love it. And
If you look this guy up on IMDb, first of all, he's worked more than anybody you know. Secondly, he's played the most dramatic, heavy, awesome roles, and then because you're gonna watch stuff now and go, "That's fucking Bardo."
Yeah.
It's amazing, and
and
I've
Dawn of
known.
Planet of the Apes coming out next year.
yeah, awesome.
Oh, yeah, you work with Matt?
Yeah, dude. You didn't know I did Dawn of the Planet of the
I didn't
Apes?
know that.
Yeah, dude. All my scenes are with a very prominent ape. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for you to see it, May 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But I want to do comedy. That's what I want to do. We were talking about. We both did. I did a movie where I was like a mass murder killer.
It's heavy, you know.
It's
You carry
heavy.
that around with you, and it's just more fun. Now, comedy's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's not as easy, but
What's
you
easy
know,
with
you're
you?
not yeah.
Seriously, I didn't do much in this. This is all this guy. It was easy
We had a
to
blast.
this playfulness. Yeah, it was fun.
Well, Greg, you're in about everything that J.J. Abrams has been a part of.
Yes.
So now the next question has got to be Star Wars. You're going to be in it.
I don't like that. No, are you kidding me? I would love it. Anything and everything. And he's my best friend. I talk to him every day. We've known each other since we were 3. So I honestly, we'll be out to dinner, our families, whatever, and I'll constantly. It's almost like I subtly slip it in. I'm like, can you pass this salt and put me in Star Wars? I'll say it whenever I can. He knows we both want to work together on everything that we do. We've tried. I was supposed to be in the first Star Trek. I was working on group sex. We were shooting group sex at that time. And so, JJ just has to say, please be here, and I'm there.
Mexican Ewok.
Aren't they Mexican?
I love it.
They are now.
They are now, exactly. Yeah.
So, how much of the spider was actually there on set?
It's funny. Mike did a show for on Sci-Fi Channel, and it was like an effects show and stuff. And so they did make some practical spiders for him, but they weren't very good.
Yeah, that day they came and we did 2 takes with this practical spider, and it was very clear that there's no way we could use it. It was just like
It didn't do
that's
what
not
Mike
gonna work.
wanted it to do. He wanted the legs to move, and they made it so just a little mouth goes up.
Yeah, so
Like a small ass spider.
Yeah,
small as spider. I mean,
Yeah.
I have to say we're all big fans of practical effects, and I miss them. And everything's digital, and but the digital effects in this were phenomenal, and they really, really were. There are only a couple shots that I know Mike and Shaked, who's standing right there, are like, we wish we could have only a couple, and you don't even notice them in the movie. I mean, it's I'm
did a
proud of
great
it.
job,
Yeah,
yeah.
even the small stuff, even the hospital when the guys get
Yeah,
attacked.
the old man got attacked.
That's
That's the
that's
thing that
digital.
Greg
It's
and I
crazy.
worked on. It's like we could, like I said, we couldn't do anything about the effects. That was out of our hands. So the only thing we could do is work on our relationship.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
characters.
So that's what we really focused on.
Was everything that we see in the movie, was there any cutting room other than your kids that you have problems with by cutting your kids out of the movie? But I'm saying, is
Yeah.
there other scenes that just didn't make the final cut that you wish
You
were
cut
in
any
there?
whole scenes out of the movie?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know,
Everything's
I think
in
we
there?
shot pretty much everything.
Okay.
There's little stuff. Yeah.
No, we chopped off some of that stuff in the forest when you guys get.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was cut, it was
supposed to
because it
roll
wasn't
down
working.
and that didn't work, and then we kind of like just.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. They were supposed to be stuck in a web and burn themselves out of it, and it just wasn't working. So it ended up turning out great.
How
They
long
just
did it
come
take to
and
shoot?
save
I forgot to ask you.
17 days?
17 days? 17
And it comes
Wow.
out in
14 days.
them.
something like that.
18, October 18th.
Jeez.
everywhere.
That's
2
a
takes,
crazy-
3 takes, yeah. And so
We had to be ready.
and like I said before, we spent times what?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. we spent time before each scene, just going, okay, what about this? What about this? And then it was kind of we developed a
What is
shorthand
that?
with Shaked, Patrick, and Mike right away, so that we could be like, okay, let's do. Yeah, that's good. And there was a lot of trusting each other,
Greg, this character seems a lot like you.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of you in the character. Is this the most you've ever played in a film?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I play I mean, I know my limits. I try to be the guy that I am. Really. I mean, that's. Unfortunately, I love those roles, and you always need that guy in a movie. So it's been good. He's not always the lead though.
Blue man, blue collar baby.
Yeah, blue collar guy. So this was fun. And there's a lot of, except for the you know, the heroic spider guy. I don't know if I'm that guy.
Okay.
You know, I have a 17-year-old now. He takes care of the bugs.
right. Do you guys have the best wardrobes ever? Because you wore the exact same clothes the entire movie.
Yeah.
I was laughing earlier because I wear a lot of hats now. But it was laughing because we were talking about it. I don't think I ever took my hat off the whole movie. The whole time.
Yeah, the one shot I'm not happy with is when my character looks up and that big bald spot in the back of my head. I'm like, wow, 700 effect shots, and they couldn't take care of my bald spot. But guess what? We all deal with that. I was like, you know what? Come on, that's everybody. So whatever.
That's all in your head, though.
Yeah, exactly. And then I looked and I'm like, I don't have a bald spot, so it was an effect. If anybody sees it, they added it. Just so
Make it
you
seem
know.
more
Make it more relatable, right?
for every man.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big ass bald spot.
No.
You find yourself saying big ass everything now at the house.
Everything.
Got the big ass bread out, honey. I'm
Sponsored by
hungry.
Road.
Exactly. Except when I introduce my wife.
Yeah, don't say that.
I don't do that. This is my big ass wife.
No.
I'm sorry, honey.
And this is my big ass divorce.
Exactly. Here's my big ass alimony.
Right.
That's gonna work.
So when are you going to Vegas?
Vegas?
Yeah.
For what?
Just what goes there stays there, right?
True.
Stays
True. Are you going to be there?
I might.
Uh-oh.
Let's not tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody. I'll meet you in Vegas.
Okay.
Vegas is dangerous.
That would be a good place for the sequel.
Oh, see?
Okay.
Lightning as it goes.
Yeah, I'm sure we can shoot it in the summer.
Big
Yeah,
ass
in
slot
the heat.
machine.
In
Make
the
an
heat.
Elvis movie out of it, too.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Like
That'd
clam
be
bake.
fun. Yeah.
How important do you guys think like the title is? Because Sharknado took off.
We fought for that title like a lot because it was originally called Dino Spider, which I didn't even know it was Dino Spider. When Greg called me, it was Mega Spider. Of course, I called my agents. They're like, no, nothing fucking Mega Spider. I'm like, no, Greg. I mean, it's awesome. I read the script and I always had a good gut feeling about it. I loved the character and I was like, I wanted to know that we could play with it. It's like, can I play it? Can I change it? And they're like, yes. So I was
But
in.
like you said,
But-
the name was like Big Ass Spider.
Yeah, but
because
I think it's
yeah.
so important.
It's
Yeah.
better so you
Big
can
time.
feel
Yeah.
like kick-ass.
Gets people
Yeah, it
like
matches,
this.
it works perfectly, and it lets people know exactly
What kind
the
of
movie
film,
is. It
yeah.
doesn't take itself seriously. No,
Because
having
this
fun.
generation's so ADD.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it works. Really
Did they
well.
give you any storyboards or any, animatics to see what it was going to look like?
Yeah,
Like,
when I first had lunch, the first time I met Mike,
Yeah.
we had lunch together, and I was like, my only concern is I want to keep this real, but I can't take it seriously. I want to have fun. I want to be able to steal this movie. And I said, I have the perfect guy to work with, and we were talking about that. And then he said, let me show you something. And he showed me on his phone, he had when the spider was walking through downtown LA, and cars were flipping and stuff. They already sent him that. That was kind of how the effects house got the job. So he showed it to me, and I was like, are you fucking kidding? I mean, like, I looked at it, it was way better than I ever expected. And that was crap compared to the way the shot ended up looking, because it was, they finalized all the effects. So I was in. Right away, I was like, that's what it's going to look like. Giant. Imagine the small stuff, and, and if they let us have fun, that's what happened. We shot this thing 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Around the same time. And our dream was to, when we were shooting it, we were joking on set. I said, man, I just want one day people to dress up like us for Halloween. And I'll go with that day.
Yeah,
So next year, cosplayers would be dressed up.
Wait,
That
do
would
you
be awesome.
you mean dress up in exterminator outfits or dress up as a spider?
Yeah, that's true.
Which way? Yeah, which did you
Don't go
mean?
down the water spout.
Which did he mean? Which of the two did he mean?
What's that?
Which of those two did you mean? Did you mean dress up as a spider or dress up in
No, as
exterminator
Alex was
outfit?
saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So just in gray suits with the names on with name patches, basically.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
What am I going to be? Matt Parkman. I'm going to be a dad chasing my kids. Where are they? What the hell is going on?
Does being in this movie change your reading of Charlotte's Web at all? What's doing that movie now?
Yeah. When I'm doing my filibuster for the government, I read
Charlotte dies, and you're yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Yes. Later. What's reading?
Did you guys I grew up watching the 50s and 60s horror movies of Giant this or Giant that, and one movie comes out, Tarantula with Leo J. Carroll and all that kind of stuff. Did you kind of go back to seeing a little bit of those?
It's awesome. Yeah, somebody said like the Abbott and Costello and stuff. That's kind of interesting.
It's mummy,
That's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I watched, I looked at some of Arachnophobia, and but more than anything else, I did research with my Western Exterminator. This is a real company on the West Coast, And I've been a customer of theirs for a very long time, and so my exterminator, you get a relationship with him. He's got a key to your yard, comes. So I was like, hey, can I ride along with you? And I've done cop ride-alongs, and I've done all that stuff for research, and so I actually got to ride along with him. And not to mention my own house. He's like, fuck yeah, dude. Strapped it on, and I sprayed my own yard, and I went around. And it was interesting just to go to the back of his truck and to see how serious he takes it. Just like, if you're working with doctors in surgery, they're blasting Van Halen, and it just relaxes him, whatever. He's just like grabbing poison. I mean, a lot of that stuff is dangerous,
Do you teach you the exterminator handshake?
No.
The exterminator handshake?
No, what is that?
Give me some of this. Give me some of this.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it right there?
Exterminator handshake.
I didn't know that.
You got poison on your hands.
Oh, there you go.
Now you know.
Now we know, yeah. He gave me a hug and he wouldn't let go. I was
That's probably not good.
No pants on, too.
What,
told me not to tell anybody about
what website should everybody be checking out?
it. GetYowza.com.
Right.
Yeah, my app. Download my app. Big Ass Spider. Follow Big Ass Spider on Twitter. It's at Big Ass Spider, that's for sure. And then there's a great contest. It's still going on, the contest? Yeah, if you do hashtag Big Ass Spider on Twitter, we have this great contest where people are actually making their own little mini, movies based on spiders in their house and spiders. So it's great. It's great. And then what's the prize money? $5 grand? Yeah, $5 grand. So it's fun.
I'm gonna do one.
Big Ass contest.
You have an in. That's
I know, right?
Maybe already sent me like 100 of those.
What's the website? Is it Big Ass?
BiggestSpider.com.
Oh, BigAssSpider.com. I can't believe that wasn't taken.
Greg, did you originate the spider noise when you were like in the mind
Yes.
of the spider thing? Because
Yes.
that's one of the best parts of the movie.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
Call
the dog.
Because all you actually we didn't know what the hell are you doing. It's like, we can cut it.
Yeah, you're like, whatever.
Then
We shot at this place, Loma Linda Hospital, which
Oh my God.
was closed. It's like haunted. It's
is,
famous.
yeah.
It has actually one of the rooms is now an office for this ghost company where you can go take tours. So my family came to the set. We took a tour, and the thing is, they've shot thousands of TV shows and movies there. Insidious was shot there, but you walk around and you're like, oh my God, there's a this and that, and you're like, that was from a movie they shot here. So you don't know what's real or not. Standing in the thing, and my son hears somebody whisper in his ear. I swear to God, my wife heard it. She was standing over here, and so I'm telling you, that place is haunted. I really believe it. I really believe it. And
What was the message?
October 18th, everywhere.
So weird, fucking dope.
Most of a PR person.
Yeah, the funniest thing for me on the set is I was going to work the first day and we're shooting downtown. And I'm talking to somebody, like, hey, where are you guys at? And they're like, yeah, just keep going. You're going to see these big old trucks and cranes. Past them. That's not us. It's the Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah, Dark Knight Rises? That's right.
Like, go past that. There's this little one fem truck. It's like, that's us.
And look how big ass it became.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Go see Big Ass Spider.
Big Ass
Spider.
El Chico Payar. Great lumber.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much.
He says that being eaten by a big ass spider is it's like being eaten 8 times, once for each leg.